Welcome to Business Insights with Osai Shresh Omokawe, the one and only free business consultancy live radio podcast from Benin to the world. We have only one vision: to ensure that startup founders and MSMEs do business professionally and make positive and profitable impacts. Sit tight and enjoy today's episode.
So you want to avoid that. Then the third thing is that paying your bills on time help you to preserve those essential services. I don't know how it works with you. When some of those services like your light bill, your telephone bills, your data, and all of those things, when they go off and I'm unable to get at the time where I'm supposed to get, it sends a message of poverty to my mind. So I want to avoid that. I want to always maintain that freedom, because one of the message prosperity sends to your mind is the message of freedom, that liberty to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it. So you want to preserve those essential facilities. You don't want to be in your house when you have visitors and that's when your utility, your power is running out, and you are beginning to run helter-skelter thinking of how to buy. If it costs you so and so amount to pay for utility bill for your power in a month, what's wrong if you do that at the beginning of the month? So you want to establish that. Then establish financial discipline. It helps you to establish financial discipline and reduce your stress. When you pay your bills on time, when you pay your debt on time, it allows you some level of rest, and it enables you have some kind of financial discipline. Imagine you have 100,000 naira in your account and you are owing somebody 80,000 naira. If you pay that person, you are constrained to live within your 20,000 naira. But imagine if you refuse to pay that person, your mind still records it that you have 100,000 naira, but you are indebted to somebody. So that's not the kind of place you want to be. Then the third tip about managing your money is that you must save money. You must save money. And when it comes to savings, I know that a lot of people have this fight against saving money, but I just want to share with you the mentality you need to have. One of the first things you must develop is self-discipline. Then secondly, you must develop the virtue of patience, and you must develop the virtue of long-term perspective. Because when it comes to saving money, you must recognize that saving money is a gradual process and it requires a long time. You're not going to start saving today, or you're not going to discourage yourself with the fact that I'm only earning $1,000 and what with $50 too that I have to save. It's small when you save it just once, but cumulatively at the end of the year you see that you have something piled up somewhere, and there are benefits to saving money. There are benefits to saving money. We'll get to those benefits of saving money, but now I want to share on the tips to engage to be able to save money effectively and with ease. It goes back to the first thing we talked about in your budget is set a clear savings goal. How much do I want to save at the end of a given period? Once you set that goal and keep to it, it becomes easier. The discipline to follow that goal is easier compared to someone who has not set any goal. So you want to set a clear-cut savings goal. Then of course, we talked about mindful spending. The good thing that happens is the fact that because you're beginning to live your life like this, you are mindful of every money that leaves you. You are mindful of every money that leaves you. You are telling yourself, where is this money going? What part of the budget is this one covering? Then you intentionally become mindful. One of the things you must take away from this conversation is that nobody gets wealthy by accident. Nobody gets wealthy by accident, except you are stealing money. We're talking to people that we understand want a good life for themselves. They need to be able to earn well, and they need to be able to manage their money well and end up as one of the wealthy people. Because like we said last week, money is a tool of societal good. You must have that perspective. Never allow religion let you believe that money is not important. Have this at the back of your mind. Religiosity is different from spirituality. So money is a tool for societal good. So you must practice mindful spending. Another thing you want to do about savings is that you can automate your savings. You can put an automatic debit in your account. If you earn $1,000, for instance, and you created an automatic debit on your account to take out $200 at the end of every month and put it in a savings account that you don't have access to, don't create savings account and you put the ATM cards in your pocket. You're saving money, yet access to spending the money is right with you. You can't save. You must have money in places that you can't access. Sometimes the stress you need to go through to even access those money will make you keep them there. So the wealthy have such account. Then automate it. Let the money go out of your regular earning and go there right on time. Then embrace frugality and wise money choices. You don't buy things because it's in vogue. I realize there's a buying choice for the wealthy and there's a buying choice for the broke and the poor. And I always tell people the poor ends up spending much more than the rich. I've always cited this local example in Nigeria here. There are women, there are market people who go to buy bags of rice, they pour it out and they sell them in cups. Of course, you understand that the poorest of the poor are their direct customers who buy from them and buy in cups. The woman or the market person goes to the market and buy a bag for 45,000 naira. When she's done selling in cups, she probably would have sold everything for 60,000 naira with a profit of about 15,000 naira. But the rich man buys from the same place that woman buys. The rich man spends 45,000 naira at the end of the month or at the rent of a period for that. But the poor spends 60,000 naira buying in trickles. So you want to embrace that mindset of having to buy things in bulk. It saves you a lot. It saves you a lot. You must be able to look at the long-term effect of your current expenses, of your current expenditure choice. The choice you're making today have a long-term effect. So you want to be mindful of that. Then the fourth tip we're going to be talking about today is multiply your money. We just finished talking about savings. You don't just save for saving's sake. When we took a look at the mind and the money, we also talked about money personalities. There are people who just get satisfaction from the amount of money they have in their accounts. The reason you need to learn about money personality is that you want to know your natural behavior with money. Not because when you know, there's nothing you can do about it. You need to know so you know how to walk out of it. So you know how to work to correct it. Multiplying your money helps you to build wealth. Truth is, the money you save can never make you wealthy. money you save can never make you wealthy. It's what you do with what you have saved that result in wealth. That's why some persons will take that money and plow it into a business. But saving gives you the opportunity for multiplication. You can't multiply what you have not gotten. Saving helps you accumulate, then multiplication becomes possible when you've already accumulated. Multiplying your money, multiplying your saved money help you to achieve your financial goal. Because you're not going to set a goal to have $100,000 and you're thinking that you have to save that all over the years. You may never get there. When you set a goal to have $1 million, you're not going to spend all of your life trying to save all that. You're going to save to an extent. That's why you must also come to strategic sessions where you talk about how do I multiply this. That's the essence of the course and the program that we'll be doing, because these are tips, but the practicality of it requires sometimes some coaching, requires some guidance and all of that. Then multiplying your money will help you achieve your goal. Then multiplying your money will protect you against inflation. Because if you just get your money and save, for instance, if you are in Nigeria and you've accumulated and saved some money, with the fluctuation of things and with the value of our currency, if you have saved ₦1 million in an account last year, at this time, what that ₦1 million could buy last year, it may not be able to buy it this year. You may need close to 1.5 million to buy the same things. It means inflation has eaten 50% of it. So you want to be able to take that money and put it in a place where it can grow itself. That's the essence of multiplying your money. And multiplying your money will help you create financial freedom and help you take advantage of opportunities. Savings help you take advantage of opportunities. And when you take those advantages, then the possibility of multiplying your money then happens. So we're going to wrap this up by focusing on tips to multiply your money. I know this is something a lot of people want to learn, but the truth is, the first tip to multiply your money is to educate yourself. I know that's not what people want to hear. They want you to share. People call me a lot and say, you do a lot around this business field. What business would you recommend for me to invest in? That's not part of the service I render. Because I can coach you on that. Because coaching is not necessarily advising. Coaching is helping you bring out the results from within you, helping you bring out the solution from within you. So first, you have to educate yourself. Take the time to educate yourself about different investment opportunities and strategies. Understand the risk potential in every investment opportunity. I always tell people, never invest in anything that you don't know how the back end is working. So when people are talking about an investment opportunity and they are rushing into it, what you want to tell yourself is, how does this thing work? Until you know how it works, never consider it an investable opportunity. Learn from the greatest investors in the world. The likes of Warren Buffett will tell you that I do not invest on anything I don't understand. That's why till date Warren Buffett does not have any investment in Bitcoin. I'm not saying you shouldn't, you can, but if you must, spend time to educate yourself about it. The next tip you want to learn is set clear financial goals. We've emphasized all of that. Define your financial goals and objectives. Determine the time frame for achieving them and the amount of risk you are willing to take. Have specific goals. Having a specific goal will guide your investment decision and help you align your money multiplication strategies. Then diversify your investments. It's not advisable that you put your investments on one investment vehicle. And it's even advisable right now that technology has made it possible to invest outside of your current location. You actually can be a Nigerian and you have an investment in the US, in the UK, Canada, China, Dubai, different country. The truth is, your investment is better secured when it's spread around. But do not violate the first tip. Educate yourself about these investment vehicles before you put your money. So you want to invest around regions, you want to invest across various investment vehicles. So diversify your investment. Invest around multiple things. Then another thing you must do is that you must start early. Start investment early and stay consistent. Time is extremely important to investments. Time is extremely important to investments. Because investment grows with time. Investment grows with time. Start early and stay consistent. Then monitor and review your investment regularly. Yes, you must monitor and review your investment regularly. That's why you want to have a background information about how the investment works. Because if you don't have that knowledge, it's difficult for you to review what you don't understand. In this part of the world where there's a lot of poverty, people are doing everything to come out of poverty. Some of them go as far as even having to borrow money to invest. So you have to monitor and review your investment regularly. Then control your emotions and avoid speculations. Control your emotion. Don't invest emotionally. I've seen people invest in things because the person who's talking to them about it is a pastor. A pastor is supposed to be teaching you about the Bible. Because the truth is, it's not because the person is out to defraud you. As a pastor, his primary objective, his primary prerogative and consistent focus is studying the Bible. So your decision to take an investment because of that is a wrong decision. If you are taking the decision to follow his investment guide because he's a pastor, I'm sure the major thing you want to anchor on is because you think character-wise it should be above board. I can understand that. But like I said, the primary responsibility is yours to understand the investment vehicle before you launch it. So you could trust him on the basis of character. How well do you trust him on the basis of his knowledge concerning the field? If he's a pastor, like I could make reference to somebody like Pastor Olumide Emmanuel, who has not only given himself to teaching the Bible, but is a real estate guru. He has results. So when you're taking investment advice from such a person, you are taking it on the basis of his knowledge about the field, not on the fact that he's a pastor. I'm sure you get that. So then, of course, when you control your emotion and not invest emotionally, finally, you want to seek professional advice. Never jump into an investment without seeking professional advice. The professional has what we call a bird eye view. The professional is not emotionally driven. The professional is not under pressure to see you wealthy. The professional is doing his professional work to advise you. And most times, the professional is going to earn when you earn. So when your investment fails, it's losing. So it's more guided to ensure that you are successful.